Top 10 places to visit in Slovenia. 10. Logarska Dolina. Logarska Dolina is a valley in the Alps that lends itself to gentle rambles through forests that have stood for centuries. The valley actually dates from the Ice Age and sits upon the side of a glacier that created the basin that makes the area resemble a trough. For the brave of heart, this area is often used as the base camp for those wishing to scale the mighty peaks of the Kranjska Alps. The valley falls into distinct areas, namely the lower, central, and upper parts, and in the lower and central areas visitors will find gorgeous meadows through which to meander. In the upper part of the valley the forests begin in earnest, and the entire area has now become a regional park that ensures that visitors can marvel at the local plant and animal life in a pristine environment of almost untouched natural beauty. 9. Koper. As one of the oldest coastal towns in Slovenia and a major port, Koper is an integral part of the country's infrastructure. This is yet another coastal spot that was once part of the Venetian Empire, and it formerly went by the name Capria. Later, it became part of Yugoslavia. Today, Koper is a lesser-known destination that nevertheless offers several enjoyable attractions. You can tour Tio Square, the heart of the city, explore the refurbished Praetorian Palace, or climb the bell tower of Campanile for spectacular views of the city below. There is a free public access beach by the Koper Marina that is ideal for swimming or just enjoying a picnic in the sunshine. 8. Kranjska Gora. Popular for winter sports enthusiasts is the destination of Kranjska Gora, located in the northwest of Slovenia. During the winter, Kranjska Gora is busy with visitors who ski and snowboard in the resort of Vitrink, taking advantage of the frequent snowfall and the steep trails. Summer is just as appealing, however, thanks to challenging hikes and the opportunity to rent mountain bikes in the area. Even if you're not into outdoor sports, Kranjska Gora is a scenic spot to unwind, relax in upscale hotels, and dine at world-class restaurants appealing to travelers from around the globe. 7. Celje. One of the oldest cities in all of Slovenia is Celje, a small city perched on the banks of the Savinja River. The biggest attraction in the city is the enormous castle, which was erected in the 14th century and now looks down over the city from its hilltop location. The best way to spend a day in Celje is to walk through Old Celje, that historic downtown where buildings date back to medieval times, and you can stroll along cobblestone roads, dine at traditional eateries, and admire the traditional architecture throughout the city. 6. Ptuj. On the banks of the Drava River is the city of Ptuj, a destination in eastern Slovenia with an impressive collection of historic architecture. Ptuj is widely regarded as one of the oldest cities in the nation, and it has been important in the local culture since the Stone Age. Today, some of the biggest attractions include the Orpheus Monument that dates back to Roman times, the collection of art and artifacts of the Ptuj Grad or Castle, the town hall that was constructed in 1907, and the 13th century Dominican monastery that is now housed in the city's largest museum. Also of note in Ptuj are the thermal springs perfect for relaxation and the annual carnival event called Kurentavanj. 5. Piran. On the tip of southwestern Slovenia and on the coast of the Adriatic Sea is the resort hotspot called Piran. The destination is reminiscent of Italy, which makes sense since it was actually part of the Venetian Empire for more than 5 centuries. Piran is small in size, but it is quaint, historic, and scenic. History buffs might want to explore landmarks like the main square called Tartinijebtur, the oldest building in the city called the Venetian House, and the Church of St. George. You can also walk right on top of the city walls or hop off one of the piers for a refreshing swim in the Adriatic. 4. Postojna. Postojna is a relatively small town in southwest Slovenia, but it is a must-see destination for travelers drawn to unique attractions and natural scenery. Postojna is known for its extensive cave system, which boasts a staggering 20 kilometers, 13 miles of chambers, hallways, and galleries, some of which have ceilings nearly 50 meters, 150 feet high. There is even a train tour that takes you through parts of the cave system, and then you can walk through some of the more interesting sections of the underground environment. North of Postojna is a medieval castle that is built into the side of a cave, creating a spectacular display of engineering that you have to see to believe. 3. Triglav National Park. If you want to get outdoors and explore some of the amazing natural scenery in Slovenia, then Triglav National Park is the ideal spot to visit. Most of the park is made up of the Julian Alps, with highlights in the region, including the towering peak of Mount Triglav itself, as well as the calm waters of Lake Bohinj. For spectacular views, you can attempt to hike Mount Triglav, or you can take the easy route and ride on the Vogel cable car ride. The adventurous can also cross the Kranjska Gorge on a wooden footbridge from the 19th century, or climb a steep staircase to see the rushing waters of the Savica waterfall. Rafting on the Soka River is also a popular activity. 2. Lake Bled. In Slovenia, there is only one island. It is located in the middle of a glacial alpine lake called Bled, which is one of the most picturesque natural attractions in the country. For centuries, it has attracted people that come there just to admire the landscape and enjoy the view or take advantage of the healing thermal springs. On the lake, which is surrounded by the Julian Alps, you can, for instance, rent a traditional Pletna boat, climb the 99 stone step staircase on the island, and visit the street Mary of the Assumption's Church. That ring a bell, make a secret wish to come true, try potica, a traditional Slovenian dessert, and jump into clean, fresh water. The most beautiful view of the lake is from the Bled Castle, which rises 456 feet. Up from the lake surface, it is one of the oldest castles in that area with a nice restaurant where you should try a traditional pastry called Bled cream cake or kremsnita. When you return to the lakeshore, you should take a ride with a Bled coachman or go a brisk 4 miles long walk around the lake. 1. Ljubljana. The capital city of Slovenia is the charming Ljubljana, whose name can be translated as beloved. It has around 300,000 inhabitants, and it is located in the middle of the country. Visiting the European Green Capital of 2016 will certainly not leave you indifferent. The Ljubljana River, which runs around the old Castleville, little bars and restaurants, bridges, old architecture, hotels, greenery, and the old market that offers a variety of homemade products, will stay in your heart forever. You will find it easy to communicate with people, since most Slovenians speak English fluently. While you're in Ljubljana, don't forget to take time to try some fine Slovenian wines and traditional cuisine in the old historical town. Take a tour to numerous churches and museums, get to know all about the national history, and find out more about Jos Plečnik, the famous 20th century architect. Are you ready for some interesting adventures in and around Ljubljana? Here are a few sites you should visit. What do you think of my video? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching my video.